Coming up on District News Now, DC residents speak out demanding justice for Trayvon Martin.
And will Obamacare survive the Supreme Court challenge? That and more today on District News Now. Hello and welcome to District News Now. I'm Suzanne Bernard.
And I'm Alla Ivanova. The Trayvon Martin case has been a hot topic for the nation, bringing up racial issues and underlying tensions. A new development this week has added fuel to the debate. Video of George Zimmerman directly after the shooting incident has been released by the Florida Police Department. In the video, Zimmerman appears unharmed with no visible injuries. Zimmerman's brother, Robert, has hit news media outlets this week defending his brother, saying that Martin broke his nose and that his brother George only acted in self-defense.
Changing a tire and stops to help them, or helps older people with their groceries. He goes out of his way to help people. He always has.
Thousands gathered Saturday at Freedom Plaza to protest and demand the arrest of Zimmerman. Molly Martinez has more.
Freedom Plaza was packed Saturday with thousands of protesters who came to rally against the murder of 17-year-old Trayvon Martin.
To speak out and demand justice for this egregious act. Trayvon Martin died because we do not come together.
George Zimmerman admitted to killing Martin, but has yet to be arrested under Florida's Stand Your Ground law. Zimmerman claims that Martin looked suspicious while walking home to his father's house. In Zimmerman's call to 911, he referred to Martin as a coon who was up to no good. Martin was unarmed.
One thing to, hunt down and pursue a 17-year-old who you outweigh by 100 pounds who poses no threat to you and murder him and then lie and say that you did it in self-defense. Like, dude didn't even have a weapon on him. And it's not even a black thing, a white thing, a Spanish thing, or whatever. It's really a justice thing. So, yeah, if you murder someone, you need to get arrested.
Protesters wore hoodies, carried bags of Skittles and cans of iced tea, all things that Martin had at the time of the shooting that, according to Zimmerman, made him look suspicious.
Not just African Americans, but everybody should be outraged by this because, this could have happened to anyone's child, and I just feel as though we need to work as a community to strive to get past this sense of injustice.
Men, women, and children gathered demanding the arrest of Zimmerman and justice for Trayvon.
We're standing up today because we are all Trayvon Martins. We're standing up today.
The federal government is launching an investigation of the case, as well as the Stand Your Ground law. So far, no arrests have been made. For District News Now, I'm Molly Martinez.
After 10 days of rigorous campaigning, the results of the AU student government elections are in. Junior Emily Yu received 28% of the student votes for SG president and will take over the reins next fall from current president Tim McBride. We hit the quad to find out how students feel about the results.
Other candidates may have focused more on social media, and I know Emily did as well, but she also made that personal touch by reaching out to me and reaching out to other people. And so that's ultimately why I decided to vote for her, and I'm glad to see that she won the election.
I voted for Dion Jones for SG president, and I've met Dion a few times, and we've talked about the issues going on at AU, and I thought he was a pretty good candidate. I liked his record of service.
I think the student government is absolutely going to be in good hands. Emily's going to do a phenomenal job. She's been in the undergraduate senate for 2 years. She's been active in other campus organizations. She's got the experience necessary. She's going to have a great team with her as well. And she's going to start out on day one really implementing the change that she wants to see.
McBride says he will spend the next month training you and introducing her to school administrators and other key individuals on campus.
Tonight's Mega Million Lottery jackpot has grown to $600 million. The estimate was updated this morning after the officials from participating states assessed volume of the ticket sales. The jackpot had already broken the records for the largest lottery prize in history. Mega Million lottery game is offered in 42 states and the District of Columbia. Tickets for the game cost $1 each. Friday's lines for lottery tickets grew as more people came out to take a chance at becoming an overnight millionaire. The winner of tonight's drawing, if there is one, can elect to receive a lump sum of $462 million. Otherwise, the prize will be paid out over the next 26 years. The odds of having in the lottery game are 1 in 176 million. If a winner is not drawn Friday, the jackpot will climb to more than $900 million. The drawing will be held Friday night at 11:24 p.m.
All eyes were on the U.S. Supreme Court this week as both sides argued the legality of the Obama health care plan. Maureen Chowdhury is at the Supreme Court with the latest update.
Justices are now behind closed doors deciding the fate of the American Affordable Health Care Act. The future of the Affordable Care Act is in the hands of the Supreme Court. Justices were divided on the issue, with Justice Anton Scalia even comparing the act to food.
Everybody has to buy food sooner or later, so you define the market as food. Therefore, everybody's in the market. Therefore, you can make people buy broccoli.
The controversial topics in the act include whether or not the mandate, which requires every citizen of the United States to purchase a health care plan, is constitutional, and if the Anti-Injunction Act, which would impose a penalty of those who do not obey the mandate, applies. Vice President Joe Biden says he's confident that the Supreme Court will uphold the mandate. He says that the administration thinks the mandate is constitutional. The decision for the Health Care Act is set to be made in June. For District News Now, I'm Maureen Chowdhury.
In like a lion, out like a lamb. The end of March has brought in spring. American University hosted its own celebration. We'll have more after the break.